Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So sometime in the summer last year, one of my clients asked me if I could make a split monogram design for her and cut it out with some vinyl so it could be applied onto a wooden box. And inside the wooden box was a nice set of whiskey glasses and some of those funky stone ice cubes that you can get. And I'll put a picture of that in now. And this is what she wanted it to look like, with the split monogram and then the guy's name actually written underneath in the split part. I'd never done one before, but when I got into it on Design Space, I actually found it was quite easy to do. So I'm going to show you today how to create your own split monograms using just Cricut Design Space. It's really simple. So let's get started. Alright, so here we are then in Cricut Design Space, and this is one that I've done previously, so this is what it's going to look like. So I'm just going to go over here first of all to the text box. I'm just going to click on that, and then you can put in the letter that you use. I'm not going to do another M, I'm going to do an S this time. Okay, so there it is. So there's my S on the screen, and I've already got Times New Roman selected as my font up here, but you can use whatever font you like. I just noticed that when people use a split monogram, they tend to use a traditional font like Times New Roman, or sans serif as well is another one, and I think that's on here. There is another one as well that's very similar, but if you go through your fonts on your system, you'll see what you've got there. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is just put your letter to one side and come over to the left and get a square from the shapes menu. So here is our big square. So we just want to unlock the padlock here, and we're going to stretch that down to be the size that we would like it to be for our middle section. So with an S, you just need to be mindful of the fact that you have these bits here that you want to sort of line up with. What I do normally is select everything, and then I centre it and I see what it looks like in the centre, and that looks pretty good to me. I might pull it down slightly, but that looks good. So all I'm going to do now is just drag over both of those items. So as you can see at the top here in my layers panel, the two layers that I'm working with are selected, and when you're slicing, you can only slice if you've got two layers selected. And if you've got maybe a score line or something else that you're not taking into account, that will throw out your slice. So it won't let you do it if you have accidentally got three layers selected. But we've only got two here, so slice is available to us down at the bottom here. Let's click on that now. So now you can see on the right hand side, we've got a few more layers have appeared, and they are the slice results. So we want to get rid of all of those. So let's just click on the S and move that out of the way. And I'm going to just click on these and just delete them because we don't need them. There we go. So there is our split S. Let's go over to the shapes menu again and get another square. And we want to unlock the padlock again and shrink it down to be the size of the line that we want to put in. Don't forget, we can always play with this and make it however we want it to be. So what I like to do is just eyeball it really to start with, and that looks pretty good. I'm going to zoom in so that I can see if there's a gap, and there is a little tiny one. So we just want to move that up, so that it covers that gap. Now that I'm zoomed in, I can see there's still a little line there, so let's just move that up a bit more. Okay, and then we're going to select everything again, go up to a line, and we want to centre that horizontally. There we go. So now if we just click off that, we can see it's got a bit of an overhang on this side, which we don't really want. So let's just open the padlock again and move it in a little bit more. I'm just going to select everything again, and then again select center horizontally. Still not quite how I want it to be. Alright, there we go. I'm going to make it a little bit thinner as well. So next, what you'll want to do is select your rectangle that you've made, and you'll want to come up to the top here and click on duplicate. Once that's on the screen, just move it over out of the way and then select everything. And what I'm going to do now is weld. And the reason that I'm welding is so that I get this piece in the right place in relation to this, because I want it to line up perfectly. So if I just pop this on here where I want it to be with regards to the actual bottom of the S, let's just zoom in a touch more just to make sure that it's nicely placed. And then we're going to select everything again and come up to align left. And then that will make it so that this square or rectangle is in line with this one, and it makes it perfect. So let's just zoom out a touch again and just have a look at what it looks like on there. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to select it all again and then click on weld. Alright, so there is our monogram. Let's just make it bigger. Let's grab the text and write the name underneath. And then what you can do is select everything and center it. There you go. One split monogram. Super easy to do and looks so effective. So I hope you found this video to be useful. If you have, I would love to see you again for the next one. So don't forget to subscribe. If you've learned something new, I'd love it if you'd hit the like button, because it really helps the channel in lots of different ways. And all that's left to be said now is have a great week. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.